Okay. So let me double check this. Make sure I'm not embarrassing myself. um, it appears that I am indeed live. Nice. Yo! Indeed, Mike. Indeed. So, let me go ahead, go back to that so I can see what's going on. For the time being, let's just put it here. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and grab let's go. Let's go. Okay, and we're going to copy that and put it here. And also here. Perfect. All right, there's got to be something playing in the background. I am going to go insane. If there's not something. Turn that way down. All right. So, boop, Minecraft. All right. And it's CMP gaming time tonight. No. There we go. Kimmy. All right. And today's CMP gaming, we're going to do something that I keep putting off. And that is the merger for main storage. So I've already kind of done some work here. Trying to make one tiny and small. Trying to think of the best kind of approach for this here. And so... we go. Let's just go ahead and put these here. Boop. All right. And so I think I've got... Oh, that's reversed. That's the other way around. I think I've got the order done for these. I think I got some edge cases down here. Probably help if I put the thing in the right place. Boop. Excellent. And then there we go. So gotta reset. Let me temporarily just put this here. Boop. Okay. And so we're gonna do this and then this. Perfect. Good. And when that breaks, I need to trigger this down here. But I need to do that in a way where it's not going to like cycle repeatedly, because this does power that. Well, I think I removed it, actually. Yeah, it's been removed. So I could just do this. I'll do a wall. And ooh, there we go. Yeah, and that's going to be the empty box output. So let me see here. I did properly reset. I guess that was the right way around the first time. Yeah. So it did break the first box, which is good. So I just need to make it trigger twice. It's a good way I can do that. I guess I could do a piston, but that might be a bit too much. Kind of don't want to do that. Let's just try it and see if that's too fast. I gotta do a command for this. This is gonna drive me insane. All right. Does this? Yeah, it does have a declarative amount. So I just do this. That doesn't help anybody. Perfect. So we'll do this. Nope, not helpful. Then this. When it runs out, it does not trigger it enough. So it needs to be a lot longer than that. Good, because I didn't want to use a piston. I think I'll just loop it around, trigger it again. Trapdoor. Right now we are waiting for R2. Said that he would be here in a moment, so just kind of casually waiting. Okay. And wait on that. So that's not going to be enough there. Maybe out some. Maybe like a door. This. I wouldn't. I guess it would also be a little bit too fast, and it wouldn't be able to work because the wall won't react to that. All right. And so I also think this trigger's too early. Yeah, it's like inherently too fast. So let's go ahead for now. That's kind of not going to work out great. I know that the previous versions that I made of mergers, they had specifically this kind of monostable instead. And that was because I needed to be able to trigger it under different edge cases. So it was this. And then reading through it. Ooh, like so. However, the kind of want to not use any pistons that I really don't need to. And sure, another piston is really not the end of the world, but this also kind of conflicts with the layout that I got going on. So, I mean, maybe it can work. I don't know. Yeah, I also kind of want it to be locally locked, like previous versions were. Because it was like this. Let's do it like that. And then, yeah, there's like an offset though, and that was kind of weird. I guess I could kind of like modify that and still do the same thing as I was doing here. Boop, 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 boop. Like that. No, that's not helpful. Boop, boop. This. Because that, I guess, would still like work the same way. Yeah, and then I could kind of like piggyback the same thing here. Because I ideally want to do this kind of stream where both of them are right next, powered by like the same line, because they need to be boxing to be in sync, so I don't lose them. Boop, oh, boop. There we go. I'm gonna do like this locking mechanism, so kind of maybe I'll piggyback that. I just don't want to. I don't want to like basically copy it over. Yeah, I can't do that. So I think, it's a good way to like to detect when a box is there. This could be turned upside down or like sideways. I guess it can't be turned sideways. Might be able to be turned sideways. I just want this here. Get the layout done first. There we go. I guess it. I mean, it probably could technically be turned sideways. Or like move over a block. Like that. And then it could be like smaller. Could detect like the falling edge a lot easier. I'll try it. Yeah, and then I could just like do this. Like I was doing before. Only problem with that is that I gotta double pulse it. Yeah, I definitely gotta double pulse it. Nice job. Amelix themselves. We'll join VC in a sec. Okay, perfect. Hello everybody. Last video was very helpful. Thank you. Of course, I'd love to be helpful. If you have any sort of questions, now would be a perfect time to ask because I can answer them live. Is this the Amelix CMP? It is, in its stark white glory. Shish, yes. I think... I try not to think. But if I have to, then I'm forced to think. Ooh. I don't know. I can't really think of a good way to double pulse that. I don't, like, I guess I could do that. Because that, well, no, because that, yeah, it needs to be a mono. I mean, it probably works. Or if it does work, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But, yeah, okay. It needs to be like a mono, because it'll pulse twice. Like too far apart. Gray concrete. How do you pronounce my name? So the best way for me to explain it is to describe the lore. And it's because I don't know how to type. And so when I made my name, I actually intended it to be an A. And because it was so close, I actually thought it was fine and didn't realize that it was a Q until after all the verification and everything took place. So for all intents and purposes, the way to pronounce my name is Baden. Is this a merger? It will be. It will be. Right now, it's not much of a merger. Just trying to think of a good way to get this all working good and fine. This is a nice layout. Technically, like, this has been the game for years, but like this thing is, I think, Optic made that part of the layout. I don't know, I like it, so I'm gonna try to use it. Ooh, and temporarily, we're gonna go ahead and do that. just so it can stay locked. Oh, right, forgot what I was doing here. Besides just this, there was the... no. It was the... I don't need this. It's actually solid here. Because I was going to lock this locally. Boop. And boop. Like this. Oh. Oh, I gotta go down and through the ice. Actually, no, I want to give more space than that. Ooh, unfortunate. Nah, not really a problem right now. I'll figure that out later. I'll wait for one white tileable merger, but the wiring is a pain to making it extra practical. Yeah, it's like that. I was I was trying to do a one white tileable merger at one point, and I was like, this is awful. I do not wish to continue this any further. All right. I gotta figure out some way to lock that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Give you texture pack. You can find my texture pack on my GitHub, and I'll actually go ahead and put that in the chat so we can see. You can see what I'm talking about. Let me go to no, I don't want to do that. I will go to my repos and get this one and copy the link. Copy and then, and then I will put it in the chat. Boop. Open, please. Oh, yes. By the way, BQ, you should put the Amelix Discord in the description. I should. Boop. There's the link. I should have a lot more subscribers. Thank you. It's very nice. Didn't you make an FHL merger not that long ago in BST? I did. However, it is having some issues, which I could probably address, but it'd be more fun to completely redo it. Who decided that the floor was going to be all white instead of a chunk checkerboard? It was actually a mutual decision. And we were all like, yeah, this would be good. Technically, the decision was that it would be white glass with smooth quartz underneath. However, that was misbehaving, so I made it white concrete. I was pinged. Is that Bessie in the stream thumbnail? It is. Okay, let me get the link. Copy link. I'm going to make it a pinned comment. Paste. Boop. And wait. Pinned message. There we go. That link that's now been pinned is the Discord. So if you were to join that, then you'll get to see all the nice people that have joined in the past couple of days and get to interact with all of them. I wonder if I have that saved, because we can probably take a look at the merger. /give at s structure block. Oh, it's right, we're on CMP and I can't import. Ooh, unfortunate. So let me go ahead and it's going to import, but it's not going to work out. So let's lurk BST so I can take a look at my merger. Yeah. There we go. And so we're going to go ahead and build that. Let me make sure that I am where I am supposed to be here. Boop, there we go. And Sweet, I was accidentally on a chunk border. We're gonna go to the next chunk here. If I can get the merger to work, the existing one to work, that'd be ideal. But it kept getting out of sync, which was not great. Not very cash money. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And there we go. So that, and then get the layout done and dusted here. I know we need some pistons. Ideally, one here, like that, and then I think it was here? Question mark? No, here. There we go. It doesn't make any sense for it to go there. And then the other piston is here. Right. Oh.
Yo.
Yo! What is going on?
How's it going? I saw you two were in a VC, and I was like, you know what, I'll hop in.
Yeah, because live,
I am
And,
streaming.
and I'm stealing his stream because I miss streaming myself. So
People are
hello.
coming in my stream.
People are coming in your stream. Yeah, you are on the stream right now.
Hello, YouTube. It's like
Hey, Mom, I'm on TV.
Mom, look, I'm on that one Amelix video.
I feel like watching a stream on TV is kind of sin. I feel like that's not... It feels weird.
I watch streams on TV. No, actually, I don't.
We all have long hair here.
Bingo.
That's true. Yeah, no, I actually don't remember the last time I saw a live stream on the TV. I watch YouTube videos exclusive. Oh my god, only on TV.
Okay.
But live streams, I don't remember the last time I did.
I don't really watch live streams much, to be honest.
I used to watch them a lot. No, I don't.
I also used to stream a lot.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
used to
don't.
stream a lot, and then I would raid people, and I would be friends with them, and watch their streams because I'm friends with them.
You'd watch people stream?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Isn't that like gay? You're watching the stream. You're watching someone, another dude, play a game, and you're getting excited because they're your friend.
Bingo.
You cracked it.
You cracked it. You solved it.
Yep, that's out.
Banger.
It's out.
Okay, I can probably like guess how the rest of this goes. So I'm gonna go head back to the actual stream so I can see it. Please expand. There we go. Is that a dig sort in the background? Not really. It's kind of just chests. But it has one SLFS with an loader, so it's technically a dig sort. I knew a good storage system for one German YouTuber. I'm trying to combine it with yours. That it works as shulker boxes. A German YouTuber?
Yo, Pixel.
Turn some of the Discord chads up. You're right. Let me go ahead. I actually don't know their
Last live 2
volume.
years ago, you lied to me.
Yeah. That's probably better.
Damn.
Right there.
I can't come to your stream.
You're right. That's probably better there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. You guys have a much better volume now.
Because they just see the shulker box decoder for, you know what?
Oh yeah, I did. It's very cool.
It is cleaner than it has any right to be.
Thought of streaming, but I don't know if I could do it. Lol. It's actually not that hard.
Then I'd say so.
Depending on your personality, it actually works out really, really well because it's kind of just like sitting down and talking. And if you really do that already anyways, then, it kind of works out really well. See you, cuties. See you too, Pixel. Same world for 4 months. Pretty much. Anyways, off to bed. Okay, good night. Question mark. I thought of streaming, but I don't know if I could do it. Oh, yeah, that's right. CT7567 says that I know a good storage system from a German YouTuber. I would love to know who this YouTuber is. That'd be very helpful, because I'd like to take a look at that system. Do you delete the stream or does it stay online? I try my best to upload it as a saved stream so people can listen to it and watch it.
Like a VOD?
Yeah, exactly. That way they can go ahead and take a look at that later at some point. Versions that I don't save are usually because YouTube doesn't like that. It won't let me automatically cache a stream. Like if it has some sort of copyright strike or something like that. And then when I see it, I'm like, it's not worth the upload time. So I'll just close it off. But for the most part, I do my best to give them so that people can see them at a later point. Yo!
What's up?
Okay.
Wait, so we're doing merger activities?
We're doing merging activities. I was remaking the merger over here. The other one that I have, VODs don't autosave in the live tab. Now I have the ability to set that myself. I usually do, but it won't do it automatically if there's a problem. It asks are you sure? Because of this, and I'll tell it no if it's if it asks, I'm just no, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, copyright laws are different based on if the thing is live or a video. Yeah. So things that are fine on stream aren't fine on recorded video.
Yeah.
So
weird.
Some conflicts like that, YouTube just doesn't do it, and you gotta be like, yeah, no, I wanna have problems, which people normally don't do.
Right.
The Joe Craft, interesting.
It's
Never
Joe.
heard of them. It's Joe. It's the
Joe
name
Craft.
of the.
And the title is Vanilla Minecraft Mealogger. Better be behaving myself.
I'll look him up.
Yeah. Because I can't.
Yo,
if I do
I
that right
see.
now, it's gonna close the server. Alt tabbing on Windows kind of NL.
It's kind of funky. Oh.
Got a copyright strike for just a survival, MC survival multiplayer. Yeah, if or survival gameplay. Yeah, so it depends. It's really interesting because video game music can be struck in some videos and then not the others. So it's really odd.
It's like a partial bias, almost. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
It's not partial bias. It's automated systems. That's the problem.
So
because, it's luck.
Yes.
Based.
Because the Minecraft is supposed to be allowed. I'm pretty sure, the Minecraft music, but sometimes YouTube just goes hell no. And
whoa! Who do you think you are?
Yeah, because a YouTuber has auto copyright strike people who steal my content, and then the Minecraft music gets stuck in that.
Don't say how we're gonna get restricted.
Do you know if their pack has all the knickknacks and doohickeys from the Mad Hatter's pack? No, I don't steal other people's things. That kind of defeats the point of making my own texture pack.
We're not like Old Faithful like that one guy did.
If you would like Mad Hatter's things, you should probably download Mad Hatter's pack. Sorry, my English is bad because I'm from Germany. Okay, that makes sense why you saw a German video.
Yeah,
you saw my video.
That makes sense. I'll go take a look on the video you've. Oh God. What is this?
That's not a good sign.
No, I just saw a completely different thing.
I got
That's
visitors
not
earlier.
related
Yeah,
at
they
all
are.
whatsoever.
Okay, I guess I'll believe you.
People have reached out to Lina personally and said it's okay. Perfect. That's good to know.
But YouTube doesn't. Oh no. BQ,
Yo.
you will not guess who's in my recommended.
Me.
Yeah.
No way.
On what? Is it on YouTube? Or
Yeah.
Twitch, I think. YouTube?
I opened. Yeah, it's on YouTube. I opened the video and your stream is on the sidebar there.
Yo. I love that.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It's great because my birthday is so close to Halloween and people like to give me candy. So I have so much candy to eat. And right now I've got a little baby Twix that I'm going to enjoy. I made my pack myself. It's actually nice to make it. Yeah, it is. It's really nice to make it yourself. You also learn a lot more about how the game works. It's really nice. Like how
Yeah, I had my own texture pack.
like how textures work, especially for things that aren't full blocks. That's really fun. Or blocks that change state is another really good one.
I'm still into Minecraft, imagine that.
Chuang De Din says, what am I building? I am making a merger. In fact, most explicitly, I am making a previous merger that I had made. At least trying to, from memory. I think it was like this. Because if it wasn't the other, yeah, if it was the other way around, I couldn't access the read from that. So I think it goes this way. Problem. Yeah. Something like that. I have his pack, but yours has first-person chunk borders, plus they're white. I was just hoping you had some armor stand stuff like other packs. No, so okay. The chunk borders is not me. That is from a user named Blue Shadow, and their pack is called Useful Particles. You can find it on MCPEDO. It's very, very, very nice. I do like the first-person chunk borders. I also like that, unlike Mad Hatter's, it does not shutter when you move, which can be really nice. So I'll go ahead and show you that. Which I don't know if Mad Hatter has resolved that since initial release, but like they're really stable, so they don't like move around. And it's the same thing if you're in third person. So they don't shutter around. They don't have any artifacts. It's really nice. I want to actually take this and modify it. I don't like that it's only one subchunk. I would think it would be nice to have it continue up higher. But this is perfectly fine. Let's do it like this. Well, no, I can't do that. I'll do it like this. It is my duty as a moderator to make sure you enjoy the baby Twix. The video is a submission. There is a download for the map, Java Edition, but it also works in Bedrock. That's suspicious. I don't believe you. What's your opinion on FTSR? Like, do you think it's useful? Be honest. I do think it's useful. However, and I think I've mentioned it before, I think it's useful for auto crafting. However, when it was started, was not during auto crafting, like when that was even like thought about. So in the early days, I was a bit confused as to its intended purpose. But now, like with the auto crafting, that works out great because having a way to encode calling is going to be extremely helpful, especially over long distances that quickly. So yes, I do think it's a very, very cool idea. I like that it uses piston bolts. That's very, very helpful. Some of the other things would have used like droppers or stuff like that. So it's a very, very nice. It's a very, very nice execution of item calling. I think I just did this. Yeah. This, the chunk thing showing up. There might be purposeful on Blue Shadow's part. I get the impression that bedrock particles are not very well optimized. Yeah, probably not.
This cream, this King Cream company has a CMP, indeed.
Yo, exactly. We do have a CMP. We also have an excellent line of facial products.
Yes, I know this is the Amelix CMP. Yeah, I don't think you need any help with mergers.
I need help
You
with
kind of know way
I need help
more
with the
about
new
them than
merger.
me.
I'm rebuilding an existing merger, but I'll probably need help with the new one. Just I don't
Yep.
remember this. Oh,
There goes Darth.
Darth is gone.
There goes
Let
me.
me, no, let me see what Huey is up to. He was
I'm gonna
up
see
to
what's going on
some
in the
cool
other
stuff.
what they're doing over there. See y'all.
Weirdly, rain is a particle effect in Bedrock, and as a former use of a bad device, it shows as such. That's true. I think that I think it would be nice to do like a fork of Blue Shadow's thing and make the particle effect have a subcategory that has like wider rendering. You know what I'm saying? Like higher up or wider out or something like that, so that you can scale it based on the device. Hey, there's an interesting encoding method for the main storage. The main storage is not encoded. The main storage is kind of your like conventional approach to sorting items, except it's cracked and completely.
It is so cracked.
It's completely through the roof. Daniel pretty much carried, so he has done incredible work, and if you are not familiar with Daniel, you should absolutely become such, because he is a incredible up-and-coming storage techie.
Yeah, Daniel is insane at video games. Crazy, crazy individual.
I have to sleep soon because it's midnight right now. Yeah, you enjoy your nice sleep. Thank you for taking a stop by the stream.
Yeah. Bedrock does a lot of weird stuff with particles. I never understood. Some things I thought clearly would be particles and are not. And some things I was like, no way, that's particles, and they are. Like I can never guess.
Yeah. It's fun.
It is very weird.
It's funky and interesting.
It is goofy. Kinda silly.
Mildly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's what that does. I forgot about that. How did I trigger that?
Pretty. Yeah, barriers.
Yeah, barriers are weird.
Oh,
To be honest, though, barriers are more weird in Java. Barriers are scuffed in Java.
I was sure barriers would be particles, but they're not. I was 100% sure. It is so weird.
I'm pretty sure it's 2, 2, 3. We'll try that. We'll try that later.
Wait,
Um,
why is that? Why are they weird in Java?
they don't like they. Sometimes they show up, and other times they show up later. And
Oh.
I've had worlds that like I place a barrier in and it doesn't show the barrier until I relog.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
really kind of sus.
Yeah,
Oh,
and there's the cooldown for them to disappear fully, even when they work properly.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And that's kind of weird.
yeah, I see what you're talking about.
I definitely think that Bedrock tying it to the player action is probably a safer way to do it, even if it is kind of weird.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know what Java does, but it's certainly not
but you can
safe.
waterlock barriers.
You can.
Oh wait, no, that makes sense. So people can block off other people from in lakes and stuff. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I can see that. And like place floating blocks on top of water. I mean inside water,
Although
and
I
not
do think
have the
it's kind of
barrier showing.
interesting that um like there's the allow and deny blocks that you could place at the bottom of the world that would do the same thing without you having to like, or no, what is it? The wall
No,
blocks. What is it?
yeah, no, I mean,
It stops you from passing. I guess that's more like a
well, yeah,
marketplace feature though.
but like, I meant like, you have a water thing. You don't want people to go like through the water, but only but have still them go above.
Oh yeah, no, I get that part. I just think
Yeah,
it's funny that like barriers really do. They try to take up like all of the features of blocks that already kind of do something like that.
yeah. I mean, they were kind of like the first ones.
Sure.
Barriers existed, and then the other blocks came through. So I can see how that happened.
How did I lock this? I think it was here. Yes. Oh, that's right. I would have done this. Right. Like that. And then I have to direct that, which I probably did with a jukebox. Transparent redirector moment.
A one white table merger.
Chaotic.
I, I, it's probably possible.
Oh, it's certainly possible. It's just
Yeah,
sus.
yeah. It's
like-
just very sus.
It's like a while ago when I did a one white tileable splitter.
Yeah, that
It's
thing is
oh,
goofy.
it's certainly possible. It's just not good. It's really, really not good.
Yeah, exactly, gonna. Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh man, the Pride Hall. I had completely forgotten about that one.
Love the Pride Hall. I see. I want to lock it faster than that, though. I don't want to use the torch. That was the downfall of the other one. It locks really slowly. I want to speed that up. I gotta power. Okay, Artie, is there any help?
Okay.
Okay. I want
What is up?
I want to power this dropper as quickly as possible upon detecting an item entering the merger. Okay. What I did before was I put a torch here, which means that
Yeah.
it takes 8 game ticks to 10, 12 game ticks, 16 game ticks, 2 game ticks, 18, yeah, about 18 game ticks in order for it to actually lock, which is a problem because I want to send boxes faster than 18 game ticks.
Wait, so does this need to be a solid block? The ceiling time?
No, it doesn't have to be. Nothing has to be here.
Oh. Oh. That makes things easier.
Yeah.
Can't you? That's tricky.
It is tricky. Okay, thanks, YouTube. Good morning and nice to meet you. Good morning to you as well. I have a 5 wide merger. It was made for a specific reason, but it's still cool. That's a W. Make it as wide as possible.
Wait, so how long did the torch thing take? 16?
16 game
The
takes.
redstone takes?
Well, it would have been what 2, 4. Shit, I gotta see it in order to like understand what I'm doing anymore. It would have been this. So it would have been 2, 4, and then 8. Yeah, 2, 4, 8, and then another 2, which is 10. So yeah, I guess 10 game takes. No,
I can leave my...
The torch would take more. So it started at 8 because it has to leave the hopper in order for it to power. It's 8, 10.
I can leave my registered mark.
You're right. It'd be 8,
Slap
10,
a bell.
12, 16, and then 18 again. So yeah, take 18.
Wait, no, I cannot
ticks.
slap a bell there. It would power the door. Oh, damn.
This can also be switched around, by the way. It does not need to be like that. So if you want to do it like this.
Yeah, no, it's still the same problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's switched the other way around, you could do... where's it at? There we go, repeaters. You could do it like this. Block.
Yeah, but the block powers the door.
Yeah, but that door can be changed for something else. I could just do like
Yeah.
a observer like that. And I guess that would be faster because that'd be 2, 4, 8, 10. 10 game ticks. So we shaved 8 off, but
Yeah.
also I think
What do you mean not the bell?
I think
That
if
was
it just pulses,
cracked.
I think we can use this.
No, it needs a block. Yeah, it
that's
needs.
interesting. I've had it not need a block, which is really funky.
Huh?
Yeah,
How did you have it not need a block?
there have been
What
cases
black
where it
magic
doesn't
did
need a
you
block.
do?
I don't know. Something
Copper
happened.
bulbs don't work for rising edge monos. They have a little red dot in the center that is a texture change. So they unfortunately don't work. They work if you do copper block comparator and then read comparator.
Mhm.
But then I might as well just use powdered snow.
Is it possible to make a merger one wide tileable? I think we've been over this, but yes, it is technically. However, it's not going to be great.
Yeah,
So still 2 wide tileable, 5 blocks in width and 11 tall.
yeah, exactly. You can observe the comparator, but at that point just use dispenser and powdered snow.
Will you
More
return
versatile.
to working on your Pride Hall project in the future? I will. However, what I need to do is actually another thing that we're probably going to do in another stream. And that is I need to find a way to multi-thread box operations. And so right now, the Pride Hall is really sick. It's got like a lot of the hex encoding going on. It's very, very easily documentable. And I've got like a rolling PDF that I'm kind of making to have like a quote-unquote instruction manual. However, it can only handle 1 box at a time. Not necessarily because of the unloading logic, but because of the way the slices work. So the whole thing really needs to be redone in order to address each individual stream, rather than just the whole slice at once. I've been working on that in the background a little bit, but it's proven to be kind of tricky. I'm 7 subs away from 1,000? That's sick.
You're very close to 1,000.
I'm like 980 away from 1K. I thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have more than 20 subs, dog.
Yeah. You hit 100
go.
soon.
Okay, I have a question to ask smart redstone people. Bells or copper bulbs for rising edge mono? Okay, that was already addressed. thought the bulbs didn't work as T flip-flops. They do technically work as T flip-flops. However, I'm not a massive fan of it being a comparator, to be completely honest. I think it should be a repeater. Comparator kind of doesn't really make sense to me. Well, you can observe the comparator. You can. You can do that.
Yeah, but then, like, as I said, just powdered snow mono, but only horizontal.
Does
So.
this design work in mind test mesicons? You know what? Didn't think about making that compatible. We got to redo the whole thing.
Oh God. I mean,
what special features distinguish your Pride Hall from the other storage halls? It is an actually accessible, hexadecimally encoded storage hall. It's I guess when it's complete, it will have the multi-threading box processing, which has never been done. Probably because it's hard. But
be careful. I was thinking.
What's going on? Oh God.
Which is very dangerous.
What do we think?
If we put, how time sensitive is this?
It's not really that time sensitive.
Because then we could just put another observer here, put a dust, save off one more redstone tick.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. Probably.
And I don't know how to make it any faster. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, maybe not.
And then this would be like this.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can not
Actually,
have that be two observers.
Then we could redirect the no, we couldn't. Never mind. I'm being dumb.
I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can not have this here. Because I mean, I could replace this with this, but then I need to find a way to carry that signal over to here.
Well, but if you do that, it will just power this dropper.
Yeah, but the dropper's
Or
already
does that
empty.
not matter?
The dropper's already empty.
Oh yeah, that doesn't matter. That's fair.
I just gotta figure out how to do this. And usually I would do this, but because it's a solid block, it doesn't really work out. And I can't put a torch there because it would have complications with the locking. Well, no, I guess not, actually, because... I mean, if I do it like that, then I actually don't think I need any of the locking. Well, no, I can't. I don't want to do that. Because...
Yeah, that would just power this dropper.
Right. The reason why I don't want to do this is because the edge case of this means that if the box fills up, it unlocks actually really, really early. I'm not a massive fan of that.
Wait, this is supposed to power here?
Yeah, I'll go just do it like this for now. I can worry about, like, doing little details like that later.
Oh, it's already powered. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm being dumb. Alright. Fine.
I could make it slightly faster by swapping this out with a wall.
Can you? Oh, I'm done.
Which that's a W.
That's a big W. Also, removes a few pending ticks, which is always welcome.
Doesn't this also update on pending ticks?
It doesn't? I don't think it does. I don't think it produces pending
Water
ticks.
is better for monos, in my opinion. Based? I agree. I also it's basically the same thing as the powder snow mono, except now it's 1.7 compatible. So that's a win. Water is better for mono. Yeah, OptiCraft main storage WED. What the fuck is an OptiCraft?
What the fuck is an OptiCraft?
Yeah, I'll just do that. I don't like this song. We're gonna skip it. Okay. Water is also easy to get. It is, and powder snow is not.
What do you mean powder snow? It's not easy to get.
Powder snow takes forever. I can make an infinite water source.
I guess. Yeah. If
I guess
you
it's-
are going out
yeah.
specifically to get powdered snow, that's fair.
I guess it's to be more clear. Powder snow is technically, yes, it is easy to get. However, in comparison to acquiring water, it is
Yeah.
It's quite slow.
Yeah, it's because I always had so I only farmed powdered snow on AA. So I would just like need bones and I would put like 2 or 3 stacks of cauldrons on the stray farm and AFK for bones.
Sick.
And then come back to like more than 100 buckets of powdered snow just being there. So
Yeah.
so I never really needed to go out get it.
Oh yeah. No, I don't remember what I did here. I think it was just like this. No. This? No. What? I'm that far down and it's still places sideways.
What?
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's like that. Although I don't.
That is true, Zeno. That is
No, that can't be it.
actually very true. Gonna
Because this goes up. Well, no, I guess it goes up kind of a little bit further out. How about there? Yeah, because that.
I need to not get myself carried, not let myself get carried away from on the VC. Because I do need to sleep early.
Oh yes.
Sleep.
It's 8 p.m. still.
Don't worry, I'll watch the time for you. I think it was just this. Boop. And boop. And then I think it was just a door. Suburbia. Yeah. So I know this is a caveat because it unlocks at weird times and then it's all over the place. It's a problem and it's something that I need to address, which is why I'm trying to make in the other one here, making the locking and powering of all the droppers unified. But I'm copying this over for the sake of having it. There we go. Yo, banger song. Love this song. Hot Mulligan W.
That is actually interesting, Verby. I wanted to do that myself. When the release comes out and auto crafting and all that is fully polished and stuff.
Oh. Wait. So that goes
Do
out.
you think they're gonna change anything with autocrafting?
Change anything?
Like nerf anything, make anything better?
I don't know. It's a snapshot. It's betas and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like the very early stages of the development.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I
So
think-
yeah.
No, I mean I don't really think that there's anything that should be changed? Question mark.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good how it
I
is
know.
now. But I can't. It's just because I can't really think of any improvements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I don't think they will change anything, but it's also like early stages of development and it's beta and stuff, so I can't 100% trust they won't change anything, you know.
Mhm.
They might add other things that make it easier to work with or something like that, or I don't know.
I think that's it.
Yeah, no, the autocrafter as a block, like itself, I don't think will change much, but things around it may change that will allow to do different things, or allow things to be done differently in, I don't know. Kind of like how the skull sensor didn't change, but they added the calibrated skull sensor that allows for
Yeah, I can see that.
um that allows for the the signal strength filtering stuff to be easier.
I have a good conversation topic.
Yeah.
And I would actually like Axia to become a part of it too, because she was the person I started it with. Okay, so my conversation quote, or my conversation starter, is that I had mentioned to Axia, I don't like that things like redstone blocks, for example, is a perfect example, right? Okay, that redstone blocks just constantly emit power, right? It's weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like them. They're very, very helpful. But in terms of a like gameplay kind of standpoint, this doesn't really make any sense because I guess they're not really trying to make it act like real life, but there's nothing in the world that will emit power forever. And the conversation that I was having with Axia was about how I wish the game was that power was something you had to constantly regulate, like a fuel that you
Yeah.
had to burn, or like some sort of way that you have to kind of keep putting into a reactor or a furnace or
mean,
something that
What if the redstone block is just radioactive?
yeah, and its half-life is like significantly further
Yeah.
than any
Yeah.
life expectancy, and that could certainly be the case, but I think power should be something that has to be generated, not just inherently
Okay.
lasts forever.
The problem with that is everything is Minecraft. In Minecraft is completely farmable. Like basically everything. You
Right.
can automate the shit out of anything, right?
Right.
So allowing so making redstone blocks need fuel would only mean that instead of someone placing a redstone block, they would place a redstone block and a farm next to it,
Exactly.
and it's done.
And
Like
I
it
guess that,
won't
like,
change.
yeah, it doesn't
It
change
won't
like the
change
meta.
anything.
It
It
just
just
kinda-
makes it more annoying.
Right.
You know, it just.
But I kind of feel like, in the terms of like, if power generation was a thing, then it would encourage players to learn more about the game, rather than just, oh, redstone, I place the block and it's done. It works forever. To have something
It could
where,
be like Factorio.
yeah, exactly.
where
It would be like
you could have,
what
like, a
other survival
central
games
source.
would be. I think the first thing that comes to mind is actually a game called Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Where you have to like continually put in some sort of fuel or wood or leaves or biodiesel or something in there to keep it continually running.
Okay, but
Satisfactory
what
is
about
such a good
torches?
name.
It is a really good name.
What would you do with torches though?
Right.
Because torches you
Hmm.
can't really hook up
Also, like,
any
think of a
like any way
comparator.
of imputing fuel
Think
and
of a
like
comparator
comparators
like
reading
you're
stuff.
reading from a tile entity. Where is the power coming from?
Right. And that's like another weird kind of thing about it. So
Yeah.
like the structure that they've made is, I think, fine how it is. But I don't know, something something about it for me makes me want to have like some sort of source for the energy. It kind of feels like a weird loose end. Even if it's
Yeah,
like
from
a
a like
yeah,
logical lore standpoint,
right. Even if it's
I
like
do
a
agree.
even if it's like a weird kind of lore standpoint, like oh, it's radioactive or something like that, then it would kind of put that to rest for me. But having the question of where does this come from, kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird irk.
Yeah.
Me just
No,
carrying
but I
9
mean,
stacks of
I mean,
radioactive block.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
from like a how does redstone work standpoint, I do see, what you mean, but from a game design standpoint, there are way too many ways to generate a redstone signal.
Hmm.
So like, I don't see. So if you make redstone blocks not need, um, like only need power generation, people are gonna use torches. And then you make torches need generation, people are gonna use containers with comparators. And then to
Right,
make that need some sort of input, people are gonna use offset observer clocks.
right,
And you know,
exactly.
you can just
There's always going to be
never
some sort of fill.
stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can never stop them from generating infinite
Right. They're
uh
there's going to be some sort of way to
energy.
keep cheating the system where I don't have to
Yeah, there would
continually
always
keep.
be some sort of way to cheat the
Right.
system.
And
So might as well make it convenient, you
right.
know.
And Axia's response was actually that it would be nice to have something like that as like an option or like some sort of maybe like marketplace world or something like that as like a mod. But with the system that we have already, that it's really the same points that you've kind of made. You know that people aren't going to like that. They're going to find a way around it. They're basically going to reject it, and so it kind of defeats the purpose of adding it and doing all that work all together.
Yeah. That is actually a very interesting add-on idea. If I get
May-
bored during the holidays, I might do it. It's very easy to do it
Right.
as well.
Like
Maybe
You
kind of
yeah.
eliminate like remove redstone and give it a fill
Yeah,
in.
you just need
Give it a
to
fill in of some sort of power alternative.
yeah.
Basically making the create
Yeah,
mod.
no. It is not conceptually a very hard thing to do.
Hmm.
Maybe like the modeling and stuff is a little tougher,
Yeah.
but I basically only need to make um 2 different redstone torches and 2 different redstone blocks,
Hmm.
and after a while I'll just switch them,
Right.
and that's all.
And
You know.
if you made that mod, I'd probably play that all the time and dedicate my life to that.
Yeah, that is very doable. Um, at least on a small scale. I don't know how it would be on a large scale, like a whole world worth of that.
Yeah. I just think it'd be kind of
'Cause
crazy, like, to have that kind of requirement. It's like an extra challenge.
yeah, I don't know if the scripting API, the Bedrock scripting API, would
you're
allow
gonna
has like any way to make timers for blocks.
Oh, that's true. I
Um,
mean, it
without
probably does
and like
actually,
keeping track of blocks
Mhm.
without entities.
because game test was actually made for that. It's supposed to like keep track of behind the scenes information and all of that fun stuff there. So I would imagine they
Well,
have a
yeah,
way to
but the
track how long a
but
block has been.
Minecraft, yeah, but Minecraft doesn't keep track of how old a block is. Only entities.
Right.
you're probably gonna have to do it on Java.
Like, um,
Or like make it a block entity. Yeah.
yeah, you would have
But
to do something like that. Um,
power grid. Yeah, imagine like every comparator and repeater now needs a line to ground and power.
Yeah. Exactly.
mm, yeah, that is
And that
interesting.
can
That is
actually
very
probably be a
interesting.
solution to the comparator, with like Kono asking why would like how would reading a container work? Where basically you'd have to have probably not like a ground, because redstone doesn't really need a return. But basically
Yeah.
what it would be is that like if I'm just trying to read a container like this, Nothing's going to happen, even if there's something in it, until it receives some power from somewhere else. So, like this, right? Now the comparator has enough power to read, like, okay, so now if there's an item in here, it outputs this correctly, right? It's just that,
Maybe instead of like making a containers give off a single strength, it could like give off its mass based on how many objects it's holding. And so it still works kind of the same, but it's like more intuitive.
because then the comparator would be like a load sensor for real
Yep.
life, where it does still
Yeah.
need its own power, but its output is a resistive value of what it's reading.
Yeah.
So that'd be a sick way to do that.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That is very
I'm gonna make a
interesting.
mass.
Yeah, but like
I can make mass pollution and make my villagers live next to it. Based.
yeah, but like say bye bye to like one white tile person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. One compact redstone is gonna suffer.
Or I guess you could, to solve the one white tileable problem, you could make it so that the comparator could receive power from the bottom.
Yeah.
Like
We should just someone should just make like a whole like, engine for
like this.
Okay, but that poses a really interesting Minecraft Bedrock question. Now, if you have to power the comparator, is the comparator a producer or a consumer?
Oh man, you're
Uh,
right. The underlying system is gonna have a fucking stroke.
The system is gonna have a fucking
I feel
nightmare.
like it'll be like
The-
targets, actually, where it'll be a
it would
a
oscillate.
it'll be a consumer until it has to be a producer.
Well, but
Which is,
then
like, such
when
a
it is a
hectic-
producer.
Wait.
Wait, do torches activate on producer ticks or on consumer ticks?
Torches
I think it was
activate
producer.
on producer ticks.
Oh.
Yep.
Then we already have that behavior, just inverted.
So let's go ahead and
Yeah. Yeah,
verify
no,
that.
yeah, no, you're right. It is on producer ticks.
I think
I
it's,
had that problem with Totem, because Totem was
yeah.
helping me on the Joker stuff, for you know what, and
Right.
then since he only does comp redstone, he basically forget the rest of redstone exists.
Yeah.
So like, wait, why isn't the storage powering up? It's a Citic. Oh, why isn't this word up? Yeah, no, it's this other mechanic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to deal with that. It was so funny.
Yeah, see, that's a good point, Firebee. I like the idea of a main storage I like the idea that a main storage would need a power grid to run. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And it's the thing with like other sort of industrial simulators and stuff like that. You can't just make things and then they just go. You need to have infrastructure in order to make things and then to continue to have them running.
Wait, BQ,
Yep.
do you know a game that would be very easy to make that on?
I do. If only there was an open source voxel engine in which there was a rich modding community with a completely documented source code.
Oh,
my
fun
God.
fact,
And
Minecraft-
that runs on all platforms.
Devices, including FreeBSD.
Minetest is like a
And
default
Dragon
like
BSD.
program on the software manager on Linux.
Yeah. It's so cool because I was looking into it. Minetest is like a completely containerized engine. Like it does not
is.
it doesn't need anything else from the system except for what you give it. Which
Yeah.
I think is really, really sick because it's a completely portable thing at that point. And all you really have to do to make a version run on anything is just include libraries that are made for that thing.
Yeah, I don't get why things like aren't portable always.
Libraries.
Libraries,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, but like even libraries, you could still have it be
Well,
portable.
but yeah, the system provides some libraries you can use.
Right.
So like Windows has a whole Windows API, Linux has a whole Linux API that you use
Yeah, but
to interface
those
with
are
the
like
system.
those are like stored on like a central location on all of the devices anyway. So the rest of everything can be portable.
Right.
Well,
But
yeah,
that's
but
but
they
that's
work differently.
that's where the problem lies, because at some level it has to interact with native libraries of the device, and when it has to do that, it's the same thing as having an application not made for your architecture.
Yeah.
It just kind of doesn't know what to do, so it gives up.
Yeah, it's kind of like trying to run a redstone cryptoption on Minetest. It's not gonna work.
You don't even have redstone.
Just compile that library as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Into your
That's like
Windows.
so
imagine.
like that's how Linux runs Bedrock.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as running it on Android, except all the people have done is integrate different services and then change things like the libc library so that it executes correctly on Linux.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
fundamentally, it's the
yeah,
exact same program.
Yeah, it's basically like trying to run a redstone contraption on Java. Like all the redstone components are there. They just work slightly different and breaks everything.
Makes sense.
That's the problem.
Very, very interesting. And
But if you make the components work the same, there's no reason for the thing to not work. That's how wine works. That's how
Yeah, that's all wine
WSL
is.
works.
That's all wine is. It's just it is
Yeah.
library instruction translation.
Yeah.
compatible layer.
Yeah, exactly.
Now WSL, I don't know if it's a virtual machine or
I do wish
if
we had
it's
something like power poles, basically dust in the air that needs supporting. I mean, dust kind of already does that, to be honest. You just place some blocks above your head and put some dust on top of it.
yeah.
I wish dust placing obeyed its size. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like when it's like this, it's very thin.
Uh-huh.
So like I should be able to put it on thinner things than just that.
Ah,
I also wish that I could like for example, if I put it on something like a stair,
like you could put dust on like a
one half of
fence
it. Yeah, like a fence gate, or if I could put it like on this half of the stair,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that would
I
be
just-
really cool.
I just watched the stream like drop from 18 viewers to 8 viewers. What?
Yeah, it happens.
People left.
No, like, but like it happened instantly.
Well,
Nah,
probably-
YouTube just takes a while
yeah,
to
probably
update.
just refreshed.
Yeah. That's how streaming goes.
Now
People
people-
pop in and then they pop out and
People-
then some other people pop
People
in.
got bored of our nerd shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're huge nerds. What you do?
Sorry, we're technical Minecrafters.
Yeah, my bad. It's your fault to click on the Minecraft screen. I mean, I literally have a maid outfit. I cannot be more nerd than this.
Exactly.
You don't have programmers.
You're right.
What?
You don't have programmer socks.
I do.
He does.
No, those are just made socks.
But they are thigh highs. It's fine.
No, but it's not like pink.
They are not pink. That's true.
It specifically has to be pink.
Yeah, it has to be
It's
pink and it has to
specifically
have like
has to be
stripes.
It does have stripes. It's just black and white.
All right, yeah.
The OG.
Yeah.
I want to see the source for Minecraft.
The source code for Minecraft.
It's probably a mess.
It's honestly,
Yeah.
it's probably terrible.
Yeah, that
open
thing is
source-
like over 10 years old.
Most open source projects with that many contributors are usually pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like writing a voxel engine like Minecraft shouldn't be that hard from scratch.
It isn't. It's just a lot of math.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
math. It's a lot of math.
Like the optimization is probably the hardest part.
Yeah, that's exactly. what goes on. Even not even the math is very hard. It's just some matrix multiplications and you're done.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
two
you can have
biggest
it go like
problems are collision and data storage. Those are the two hardest things, in my
And
opinion.
also in Bedrock's sense, it's memory leaks. There's a
I mean,
personal
that's-
attack.
That's not a problem with voxel engines. That's a problem with lack of skill.
You're right. It's a skill issue.
Yeah. That's not a hard thing about.
Does your pack remove panorama to make it dark mode? It does remove the panorama by turning it to be all black. The reason is because I don't like the panorama. However, you can go to the directory, which I'll go ahead and write, actually. You can go to a directory in the pack once you decompile it and just remove them.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it's
Just remove
decompiled,
the
it'll just
texture and
be,
it's fine.
like the thing.
Decompiled make it sound so scary.
Yeah, right,
Unzip it.
Yeah, once it's unzipped, once it's decompressed, I guess is a better way to word that.
Unzipped is kind of sus.
I guess it's textures on the first page, and then UI, and then it's like down at the bottom. It's a panorama 0 through 5.
Yeah.
So like that. And I'll double check that because I'm pretty sure it's what it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave here. Stream's gonna look goofy, but you know what? It's how it is.
Oh man, the stream has way more delay than I thought.
Yeah. It's gonna be app data, local, packages.
Because BQ is weird and doesn't like clean dust.
Yeah, I don't. No, it's not that I don't. It's not that I'm weird. It's that I like dust. When it's clean,
Yeah.
quote unquote, it looks like a straight line, and that's stupid. It's redstone dust, not redstone lines.
See? Weird.
Local state, games, common, Mojang, resource packs. Okay, so in the thing, it's textures, then UI, yeah, and then down to the bottom, it's gonna be panorama 0 through 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, 0 through 5, and you can just take those out, and it'll go back to the regular panorama.
The what, Furby?
Don't forget to unzip the flux comsator. You can't spell.
I don't know what that says.
I think
flux
it's
capacitor.
yeah. I think the word you're looking for is capacitor.
Oh. Yeah. Flux capacitor. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Ah, Redstone Wizard. Hello.
Hello.
Ooh.
Oh wait, you're already cooking the new one. I was distracted with chat and,
Yeah, I'm
and
over
didn't
here.
realize.
So the thing is that in order to do the second pulse, I need to read when the box is broken. But the problem is that it gets in the way. Well, I guess I could do it from underneath. Because it'll be this, and then ice. Like that. But I want to lock these hoppers. That's what I was going to say. I ideally want to lock them globally. So I think that'll be okay like that. It's just going to be a very skinny but very, very tall merger. and comparator. Yes. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, perfect. And drop her here.
Reverting the dark mode is way more annoying. You gotta delete all the dark mode
Yeah,
textures
you might as well just
in
remove.
UI.
You might as well just remove the whole textures UI like folder, because that's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
If you like light mode, then you might as well just remove that whole folder.
Also, Firebee, Bell,
Bell.
best block in Minecraft by far.
What am I working on? I am working. What are we working on? Period.
Period.
That's okay. What we're working on is a merger, and I'm trying to make it actually be reliable, at least for me, because when I was trying to use it, it was not working great. Also, why do you use so much glass? Because I like to see what I'm doing, and other people also like to see what I'm doing.
Me, literally me.
So I use glass because you can.
and slab blocks.
Yeah, I use glass because you can see through it. Let's do that for now.
Just have better vision and see through solid blocks.
You're right.
Like,
It's
it's
as
that
shrimple
easy.
as that.
Yeah, the
It's as
next
simple as
decimal
that.
brain.
I mean, to be fair, that thing you can't even see it with glass.
That was bad because of noise and cost. You're gonna get banned.
Well, it's bad because noise and cost. Just remove it with a texture pack. And for the
Yeah,
cost,
just remove the noise.
you can just buy it from
Fun
villagers.
fact: bells are good.
Also, there are you can use Luke's quarry to farm them.
You're right. It's a bell farm.
The bell farm.
You use glass as intended. I do use glass as intended, believe it or not.
No way.
Barrier blocks are completely invisible and are a full block. You're right. I should make my block of choice barrier blocks. That would lead
No,
to
you make it a structure white so you can throw it.
that will have absolutely no issues whatsoever in people understanding what I am doing.
Yeah. No, nothing at all. I mean, structure glass. Not. Oh my god. Structure blocks. Structure glass.
Been there.
They also create the problem that now instead of not being able to see what's behind the block, you just can't see what's going on. You can see the block,
Just use
which
air.
is the worst problem in my opinion.
Yeah, bells are a solid block. The thing that I do is that I'll only use solid blocks in places where they absolutely have to be. I'll use glass for everything
Yeah.
else so people can see through it.
Yeah. I'll just shut off my brain and place blocks. I do not think about that.
It's actually become like second nature to me now.
Yeah. No, just /UI.
Yeah, just UI.
If you delete /textures
do
UI,
not delete the
you're
entire
dead.
textures.
Yeah.
Just use air. You're right. Literally the best transparent block.
Where everything is 50%, it's fine. Yeah, that won't work.
Make a texture pack.
Whereas-
That is going to be crazy.
Also, I think it's hard coded, which blocks have an
Yeah.
alpha channel and which one.
Yeah, some blocks don't let me change that.
It just turns black because it doesn't create the alpha.
Mhm. And I could technically go through every single block and completely write a new JSON that like changes their block shape. However, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but the block shape just changes it to either be fully transparent or not.
Oh yeah, you're right. Chaos. You can't see any blocks.
It's
Easy.
like blindfolded chess.
Did you know that at
Yeah.
the current beta, the grate is like a chain or path block? I do know that. I think that's really interesting. An alternative,
Chain or what?
yeah, alternative to that in current versions is the mangrove root.
Yeah. Mangrove fruit also looks like that.
They're very, very weird. Which, to be honest, I think should be in the vanilla game.
So wait, what does the gray to do?
Nothing.
I don't think the grate does anything. It's just like a thing. But
It's
honestly,
just
Yeah, it's
decoration.
just
I think this should be a vanilla
Really.
feature because it makes sense. It's like it visually is a full block. But it should not be considered solid because it's quite clearly not solid.
Let like
and-
items fall through it, but not anything else.
Oh, that'd be weird.
But it has holes in it, so that's
I guess. Or have like items fall through it slower, like powder snow.
hmm.
So like this makes sense, I think visually. I don't think chains make sense because it's not like
Yeah. Chains are just them like lazy coding. That's like emergent being.
and path block also makes sense. Although to be fair, not quite as much sense because it's just a path. Other than the fact that it's dropped down at like a single pixel, it's still a full block and is kind of inferred to be solid.
Yeah, the thing being
It's
smaller
just-
actually.
I
Could
never
make it, like-
understood why path block isn't solid. Like soul sand is solid, right?
Soul Sand is solid.
Why
So-
is path not?
Soul Sand only has a hitbox interaction. Its texture is still
Yeah.
full, which is probably what they're using to drive whether or not it's solid. But I can't really say
Oh,
that because
right.
honey is not a full block yet it's solid. So I don't really know.
No, but honey shows
No.
up as a full block.
Wait, honey is solid?
Honey is
It
solid.
is.
It
Honey
like
shows
has
up
no
as a full block.
Yeah, honey is a full block, but it's not completely like it's not like a full like solid block. It has a side hitboxes,
Hmm.
a side hitbox.
Oh,
side
that's
hitbox
right. I thought it
change.
transmitted redstone.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's what I'm saying. Like I agree with you
But the top,
because it's the
yeah,
same.
the top
It's the same logic as
and
soul
bottom
sand. Yeah.
go all the way to the fullest extent of the block. However, all of the sides go in by a pixel.
Pixel.
Pixel? But yeah, it's a really interesting kind of behavior. On Java, it goes in on every side, in one pixel on every side, which includes top and bottom, which is probably why it's not
Okay.
solid there.
But glass is literally transparent.
Yeah, it's true. Glass is actually transparent.
It is transparent.
Take a screenshot of the sky. Bam, boom, invisible main boom. Check out my sick new main storage, guys. just like this. Here's the new main storage. Did you know that the current beta is great? I didn't know that. Okay, so we're all caught up on the chat. Sick.
Yeah, since you're doing the redstoning, I can just do the chatting and
Sickness.
it can be chill. I can
You can.
throw in all the questions if you want.
Sure. I need to get a second monitor.
Yeah.
Might do that actually.
The ultimate storage in Minecraft. Oh no.
You know, I want to get a new monitor. I want to get 2 new monitors because I don't like my current monitor. And we're gonna go on a rant about that. I don't like my current monitor because it's only 60 FPS, right? And this sounds like really sounds like a really bougie thing to say, like, oh, it's only 60 FPS, it's really slow. Yes, I get it. You know, 60 FPS is perfectly fine. A lot of people have that, right? But the thing is, for me personally, it's starting to come to the point where I can tell that it's 60 FPS. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's starting to become annoying to me.
Yeah, I had the same problem because my phone used to be 60, but now it's 120. So my phone screen is really smooth. And then I go to my computer and it's half the speed and it's
Yeah.
half the smoothness.
I
And
would also really like to have
They're-
a monitor that has like more pixel resolution. I think what the next step
Yeah.
up I think is 2K, which is 2560 by 1440, I think.
Yeah.
That sounds sick. And the other gripe is that my monitor does not have any display ports.
I mean, 60 FPS and 60 hertz are the same thing. Right?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing.
60 hertz, 60 FPS, it's the same. Technically speaking, FPS scales.
Yeah.
The amount of frames that are generated is controlled by your computer, and certain processes can limit that. However, your computer will always be running at 60 hertz. If it doesn't, you're actually having a faulty piece of hardware because you can damage the screen if it doesn't run at 60 hertz.
Yeah.
That's why you have, like, if I were to take my personal computer, which I bought in America and is intended to be plugged into an American cord, or an American outlet with its American cord, and I go over to Europe or like any sort of other country across the Atlantic Ocean and use a plug that is 50 hertz, by modifying the cable, I will burn up my display.
Yo, it's the
Yeah.
first.
This also works with televisions. Found that out the hard way.
Yeah, I also need a new monitor because my monitor is 16 inches. It's not even 20. Like, it's small. And it's also
Average.
1366 by 768.
It's average. I also believe 60 hertz makes everything 60 FPS. Yes. So when you plug in a monitor and it runs at 60 hertz, okay, the monitor will always generate frames at 60 FPS. However, your computer
Yeah, the monitor will.
Your computer will always try to push more than that.
Yeah. The advantage of doing more than 60 FPS is that when the display refreshes, the frame will be newer. So it does reduce input latency quite a bit. Until some point, of course.
Right. Because there's like a diminishing return when we're talking about electronic hardware. You know, we can't go to...
I believe 60 hertz makes a well, yeah, that's the limit on your monitor.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, but
Firebee, can I say something? I absolutely hate the idea of ultra wides.
Dude,
Just get 2 fucking monitors.
To be honest,
honestly.
dude, I 100% agree. Ultra wides are weird to look at.
Fucking get 2 monitors.
I saw like
I don't care.
I went to a friend's house. He was like, "Dude, you gotta check out my setup," and he had 3 ultra wide monitors. So I was like,
What the
"Dog, what are
fuck?
you trying to see? What is it that you're
That's
trying
like-
to look at?"
He like has like 270 degrees of like head rotation going on.
Exactly. Like, what is it that you're trying to look at?
Bro, that must give
You
that
have to,
must give neck pain.
he has to sit.
Like having to look around.
He has to sit like a set distance away from his monitor to actually have like, a visual of all of them. I was
Does
like,
it like make like a semicircle?
damn near. Because they're not just wide, they're like curved. Think of SPS as refresh rate. Yeah.
some game mechanics are frame rate dependent, like the car speed in G2. Well, like games have like a delta variable to like counter that.
4K by
Okay,
4K
I
Yeah,
would.
but
by 1080 is sick. Look, man, if that's what you
Yeah,
want to do,
that's a droid.
4:1 aspect ratio. What?
Yeah, welcome to Ultra Wide.
Bruh.
It's
at least it's not a 2x3 like the guy that makes all the DC movies.
yeah.
Right,
I
yeah,
would
about
say ultra wides are good if you only do one thing at a time.
I get that horse field
Like-
vision exactly. I could see forward and behind me. My peripheral vision cuts off at my spine.
yeah, about the frame dependent game mechanic thing. There was a thing in like a Dark Souls game where your weapon durability, it lost it per frame that you used it. So people with like more frames like broke their weapons faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say for if you can like get Minecraft and open Minecraft and stay playing Minecraft and that's all you do, and that kind of weird stuff, I would probably like a ultra wide, but I have two screens because I do two things.
What is the
So
aspect ratio of the eye?
of a ultra
The
wide.
aspect ratio
No,
of a human
no.
eye.
The human eye, yeah.
Oh,
Is it?
it's not a
Is it?
square.
It's not a
So-
square, of
No,
course.
it's
But
spherical.
you have two eyes, so it's sort of a
Dude,
rectangle.
if you were to
Nah.
describe the aspect ratio of your eyes, it wouldn't be like 16 by 9 or like 4
course.
by or like whatever. Like its ratio would be like in association with a circle.
Plus,
Yeah.
no, but you have the eyelids.
Have you ever seen a Venn diagram?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
that's
Like the
that's
ones
your aspect
with two
ratio. Yeah, that's
with two
that's
with
your
two
aspect
circles
ratio. You have
in
two.
the middle.
You have two
Yeah,
No, but
circles.
that's how
the two circles like isn't interpreted by your brain as two separate images, so they combine it into like spurious copy.
Right. But like visually speaking, like if you were to like put an aspect ratio on your own personal representation,
Okay, like
That'd be infinitely.
try to like
Infinitely
look in your
many FPS.
peripheral vision, and like what do you see?
it's like
an analog thing.
it's
so.
like a long oval.
Hmm.
They're like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also
they like
curved.
ideal aspect ratio would be an ultra wide ellipse.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, but you're gonna need like a weird blur darkening on the periphery
you have to
because of
you
like
have to give your monitor a vignette.
you have to get. Yeah, that is definitely why games have vignettes sometimes.
And also blurring on the
It's
sides.
it's basically your eyelids just work as like an aperture.
What refresh rates do I
It's-
see? So
I mean,
this is
well,
actually
they're
a
analog,
It's
fun-
an
so
analog thing.
yeah. This
It
is,
it
Yeah.
differs probably. It like depends on like the speed of your brain.
yeah. Well, no. The thing is that it
Nerve
actually
and
when they were like measuring it, I don't know how, but they were like measuring it in some sort of like test.
Yeah.
And your refresh rate of your eyes, if that's how you want to word it, your refresh rate of your eyes actually changes over time.
Yeah,
It does.
Just like how you have multiple ways to see, or like you have different ways to track, like eye track things. So like a really easy way to think about it, right, is that you have like a honing vision, and then you have a snap to vision, right? So if you like take the time right now, we're gonna take a break from the stream a little bit, okay? And you try to turn your head, but keep your eyes in one spot. And this is usually something that's really easy to test with a mirror. But kind of try to keep your eyes in one spot when you turn your head. And if you want to like take a video of yourself or something like that, you'll see that your eyes actually will like lag behind and then catch up. While even if you turn your head in one solid movement, your eyes kind of like stutter. And that's your like your like eye tracking mode, which would just be like the snap to. Your eyes like it's trying to interpret information before it sees it, so it's like snapping your eyes rather than moving smoothly with your head. However, if you have somebody hold something and you keep your head in one spot and they say follow it, your eyes will now move smoothly to track that item. And that's your honing version of using your eyes. And it's this really weird phenomenon because that also then means that because you have multiple ways to see, that maybe there are multiple ways for you to interpret frames around you.
But is is a frame, quote unquote, for an eye like compared, like can it be like analogous to like what you're looking at in terms of like
I
this
mean,
variety in it? Or is it just like the light entering it, like individual light photons entering it every time
yeah.
scale?
Yeah, I guess
So
your
the thing is,
frame rate of your eyes would be tied to the speed of light.
yeah, I think asking the frame rate of your eyes is kind of like asking the frame rate of an old film camera.
Yep.
Like the frame rate of the movies used to
But
be defined by a guy like
cranking.
rotating a lever.
Yeah.
So if the guy spun faster, the frame rate is faster. If the guy spun slower, the frame rate is slower. And it's like
Yeah,
this continuous
Yeah, I feel like
spectrum.
it's so okay. So are we talking about the eye, as in the physical object of the eye, or the interpretation of the thing that the eye sees? What counts as the frame? Because if it's just light entering the eye, then it's the speed of light. But if it's your brain's ability to like decipher that light into meaningful information, then it's probably much slower.
My brain is RGB, so I can see 4,000 FPS.
So with that logic, why is it a blurry mess?
Because your the
Because
cells on your retina take a bit to
yeah,
depower, but it's still like a continuous process. That's why it's a blur, not a bunch of images.
look at like a very like bright green circle or something on a screen.
Yeah.
Just stare at it for like a few minutes and then look away, and you're gonna see like a purple everywhere.
You also have to
Yeah.
you also have to remember the strobe effect. So if you're in a room,
It's basically
if
like
you're in a room
a
that's
low
lit
shutter
with,
speed.
yeah, if you're in a room that's lit with lights that you plug into your power grid, those lights turn on and off, or at least change their light level based on the frequency of your power grid. So if I were to
Oh,
wave
yeah.
my hand in front of a light,
If you don't see it,
right, you don't see it. But if I were to wave my hand in front of a light, it makes that blurring a lot more apparent. That's why your hands don't really blur
Yeah.
if you try to do this outside in the sun.
Yeah, that also plays a role into it.
it's fun. I guess it's like maybe it does, but we just don't notice it because of the contrast mapping for the eye. Because the eye just looks at everything like exponentially.
Yeah, no, you do see it, like if you pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But because there isn't the other effect,
Like
it is like less apparent.
yeah, like how you look at your phone screen or like a candle flame in like sunlight and it is invisible.
Because if we tie it back, it's kind of like going up to a higher refresh rate monitor. The higher the refresh rate, the smoother the movement.
Well, you
So
also can't see
If
lights.
the light flickers,
You also can't see flames in rooms that are lit brighter than how that flame burns.
Yeah.
It's kind of like light levels that are fighting one another. That's why if you light a propane grill outside, you actually can't see the flame.
Yeah.
You would be able to see it technically if you just looked at the raw like light data.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you could put your eyes into debug mode and track the light
Yep.
data, you would
But-
be able to.
But you
to
can't
technically
see it
that,
like
yeah.
because evolution really we just like preferred more like contrast over
Well,
color.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure in terms of evolution, we've never needed to tell the difference of minute details in light level.
Yeah, because well, it depends more on whether being able to recognize patterns and have like contrast to like differentiate between objects than it is to like what the actual colors and the
Mhm.
brightness of the objects are.
Also, what's the storage capacity of my brain? This is another one of those
For
things. It's like
storage.
dynamic.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's also like
It's-
genetically like dependent. It's like
You're-
weird because
You're genetically
No,
predisposed to
humans
have
do
less
not
memory.
have RAM. Well, actually, we do
sorta.
have short-term memory, which
Yeah.
is kind of like RAM, but
Do humans
you
have...
cannot
The
run
storage-
out of RAM.
Fun fact:
the storage
the short-term
capacity.
memory actually behaves pretty closely to RAM, where if you
Yep.
lose
It does.
power, i.e., you go unconscious, you actually lose your short-term memory. That's why people that like
Yeah.
that's why people that go spontaneously unconscious don't remember where they are.
Like every piece of like
Or, like, what
technology we have
happened.
made is just an imitation of
Yeah.
like something biological. Like look at like sonar or planes or cameras or like computers.
Yeah, a lot. I mean,
There's like a lot of overlap due to convergent problems.
There is another effect like when you look at the sun with your eye closed for a long time and then look away when you open your eye, everything will be blue. Yeah, that's actually burning cones on the back of
Yep.
your eye. Try not to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, don't
yeah.
do that. You're killing your.
Yeah, you have the
Eye.
ability to squint for a reason.
Hold on, I forgot my safety glasses, Squints. How do you overclock? How to overclock biological members?
Psychedelics.
Caffeine.
Fucking cocaine, bro. Go-
Bingo.
No.
You want to see overclocking? Try crack.
What is the
Recreation.
resolution of my eyes? Whatever. Well, it's like
Recreational
I mean,
using
Okay,
cocaine.
the resolution of my eyes is like 2 pixels. I cannot see shit.
So it's really interesting because when you start to lose vision, your resolution doesn't drop in pixels. Things get blurry, but it's by a factor
Yeah.
that's so hard to read. So like
it's
it's not like going from 1080 to 720 because your eyes are now
It's-
1520 vision.
it's not even like it's technically not even decreasing in resolution. It's just that the light rays are getting more and more randomizedly scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're-
just
well,
what
not even.
happened.
It doesn't even feel like that. Like in terms of like a biological sense, like if you're getting old and you're starting to lose your vision, it's primarily because the things in your eyes are not being replenished fast enough as photons burn them.
No, your brain is both the CPU and the GPU, and the eye is like a camera.
Caffeine
That's
will
the-
overclock
Yeah.
most people. People with ADHD tend to slow their rate. Correct.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I found out something really interesting the other day.
Yeah.
Adderall is
Yeah.
very, very, very close to methamphetamine.
It is.
Did you know, as an ADHD person, if you were to take meth, you would actually just become normal?
BQ, you want to hear something even crazier? Methamphetamine is actually a prescribable ADHD med.
That is sick.
You can just buy a meth at a pharmacy if you. Actually, is pharmacy the word in English?
Yeah, pharmacy.
Drugstore.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's just
Um,
the chemist shop.
You can actually buy it in the pharmacy if you
It's
have
an
the prescription
it's an
in some places.
apothecary.
Not all places, of
That's
course.
sick.
In
That's
some places it's banned.
sick. Love that.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I take methylphenidate, and it's basically
Meth.
cocaine.
Meth.
It's almost cocaine.
That's sick.
It's like incredibly close to cocaine.
This was a Minecraft
Actually,
stream at
was
one
it
point.
this? Was it methylphenidate? I think it was.
it said meth in
But
it.
it was really
You're
close.
taking meth. Our
Let's
Amelix
go.
members
Oh,
take
no.
meth.
It's
No, I do take a thing of the amphetamine.
or you can cook it yourself.
This was a Minecraft stream at one point, I promise. Correct.
I am helping a lot with the murder.
I
Can
can.
give you my family recipe,
Yeah, promise. We can swap recipes.
bro. Bro is a Salamanca.
Do you put chili powder on your mouth? By chance?
This spice of life. Ugh.
Are they blue?
How do you live? I find it very funny how people think pure meth is blue because of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, like they just did it for like food.
Yeah,
Giving
they
it like
just
a
did it for
unique.
look cool.
They
Meth
probably
is
made it
just
that way
crystal.
so that they don't like actually get flagged for making cocaine
Hmm.
or like meth or
But-
whatever it is they were making.
Yeah. I mean, they could just make sugar crystals.
It's more like just like
Yeah.
a brand trademark thing for like if you see like the blue thing, you know that it's like his product because
Yeah.
no one else knows how to make it blue.
What was it that they had done on the set? I think it was Pop Rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some candy.
Yeah, sugar
They did like
crystals.
Pop Rocks, and I remember it was like an interview or something. The guy was like,
Or at least that's what they say officially.
"Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what they'll say officially." But I think what they said was, like during an interview, was that the they were like messing around and they were like saying quotes from the movie or the show, and they were talking about how like just like put it in your mouth, like take it, and it's like trying it, and he's like I don't want to try it, you know. And they tried it, and it was just Pop Rocks. That's what they put on the set.
It's called method acting. They kept making real meth on set so that they changed that. Yeah. They learned how to make actual meth just for method acting. But yeah, the brain is your CPU and GPU's both.
Yeah, brain is both. Brain does everything.
And your
The-
spinal your
The
spinal
world
cord is
doesn't
the
exist.
bus.
Yeah, your
The
spinal cord.
world doesn't exist.
Your spinal cord
Your
is
brain
the
makes it up.
your spinal cord is the D bus, and all of your nerves are poorly managed cables. Rip them out.
I'm gonna manage my nerves, bro.
It's all bad. Rip them out.
Yeah. Fucking the hate out there. Gonna rip them out and remanage them.
Just like zip tie them all together.
Yeah.
Where are the case mounts, dude? This is a horrible, horrible case. You also
Well,
have
it's the,
you have
it's the
z-
tendons.
you have zero airflow.
Zero air. Well, you have some airflow.
It's internal airflow. I want to do
You
that.
can
I want to
do
make a
real
case
math.
that breathes. Can I do that? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
have like grates that have fans to pull air in or out continuously. I want the case to have one input and it pulls in air.
breathes.
Yeah, like it pulls in air and then when it gets hot it exhales it and pulls in more cool
Yeah,
air.
I heard you said it breeds, and I was like, what?
I think the DIY Perks guy already did that.
That sounds wild and scary. I don't want my PC to breathe. But that sounds like a really cool thing to mess around with.
Okay, wiring is often. Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, to be fair,
I'm gonna use
like
that.
biologically speaking, it is not optimal. People with like fibromyalgia would very, very heavily disagree.
Here's what I found.
Yeah, it's just that it was random and there was no like pressure to like fix it, so it just stayed random because this was advantageous for survival anyways.
No, humans are blood.
Hummus are blood too.
The blood doesn't get cooled.
Are we blood cool? No, we are
Is
like
it?
sweat cool.
Yeah, we're sweat cooled.
That's sick.
The
I want not see now talking about this. I want to make a PC that's as close to the human body as possible.
We have water cooling.
What, like externally water cooling.
Yeah. The skin is basically a giant heat sink.
Correct.
Yeah, we're literally water cooled. We're a top tier computer.
Mr. Homeless is a YouTuber that has done that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what
Talking
they
about
say.
being a, talking about the top tier computer. Have you already done head math faster than a calculator? Like someone was using a calculator and you just said the answer before they could
Yeah,
type
but
it?
then you're not faster than a calculator. You're faster than the person
Yeah,
typing.
you're faster than somebody else.
Yeah,
typing.
yeah. Then someone using a calculator.
That doesn't
That's what I
sound.
mean.
That doesn't sound like a flex. It sounds like your friend doesn't know how to use buttons.
No, but like, have you ever done that? It feels so fun.
It is fun.
Like every time
I
I
will
do
agree. It's
that,
very fun.
like I don't need a calculator, you idiot. I just use your brain.
Evaporate water to PC. Yeah, you're constantly gonna have to like feed water into it as well.
Evaporative water cooled
You know,
PC.
bro, I forget to drink water myself. How the fuck am I gonna remember to water my computer? What the fuck?
That'd be funny.
How do you give it the electricity? You have to like feed it like sodium into.
we do an internal anaerobic respiration. we have to give it something that it like actually chemically burns in
Yeah.
order.
Yeah, I am going to start feeding my computer lithium ions, so
Now lithium ion's too hard to source. Make your computer run on natural gas.
made out of sugarcane.
Bingo. Brazil moment.
Brazil moment. No, I did not know that. Tell me more about this YouTube thing.
You-
Sounds cool.
Never
I
heard
can
of
see it having potential.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube is a website and app that you can watch live streams and videos. Correct. I wouldn't know anything about that though.
Yeah, what's YouTube?
It's
I don't
like
know.
it's like a TV but with worse ads.
Bingo.
Let's go.
You're so real for that.
You cracked it. You cracked it. You solved it. Solved.
Do I have to feed my PC now for it to get better? So there's this new up and coming thing called like wetware, which is basically hardware but biological.
Oh man. Don't like that.
How?
So you know
I
how
don't
there's
like that.
that one video where they like taught rat neuron how to play Doom.
Yeah, I do know
Yeah,
about that.
it's basically that.
That
So technically, you could like grow a whole PC from like stem cells if you have the correct genetic sequence.
that is actually wild.
Yeah, we're playing God at this point.
That is actually sick.
Humans are playing God. Kind of like that song.
Kind of like that song. It's a banger.
That is, it's
I
a
love that song.
banger. That song. That comes from a band I do not know how to pronounce the name of.
Polyphia.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Like I've seen this used on like video game plots as well, where they just like grew like organic weapons, so they don't have to like carry around all of the arms with them wherever they go. They can just have like a few of them and then breed it once they reach.
That is the true modern warfare. Hold on, guys. We got to set up a farm ground.
like they like just reach their like destination planet and then just breed it there.
Just growing assault rifles like corn. It feels like that could be dangerous for like genetic mutation.
Oh yeah.
You could like, and what happens if you like crossbreed? You could create like a weird. You could make a biology design guns for
Yeah,
you.
well, depends on how close the like species is.
But you could like
Like
what if you like intergerminate the plant that you would use to grow a shotgun and the plant that you would use to grow a grenade launcher. You just have like something that shoots a buckshot
you have
of like
you have like
grenades.
Well, no, but the genes would be mixed like 50-50 randomly, so you have like all sorts of permutations.
Yeah, and dude, think about the gun skins. The biological gun skins. You get like a naturally
Yeah,
grown zebra print.
yeah, guns closer to the equator are like darker.
Yeah, bingo. You can tell where your gun was grown based on the color that it
Source.
is.
Furby, this is a stream with two nerds with ADHD and Kono. That's what happens.
That sounds like a fun
Indie game.
indie
It is.
game.
It's called It's called Wretched Flesh or something.
That's
Rot
sick.
Flesh. Yeah, it's like a beer. It's like a cool like retro video game. It's the game I told you about where you can like wear organs of other people.
Oh wow, that's kind of sick, and not in a good way.
So it's called RWROUGHT Flesh.
Oh. Gross.
Yeah.
No shit, the merger's almost done. I kind of completely forgot what we're doing this and just chatted. Um, let's go. Productivity. Oh god. This hopper's gonna be a nightmare to lock. How the fuck are we?
Casually made a merger while talking about this, and I didn't realize. That's BQ.
That's BQ.
I was going to. Yeah, Max
Yeah,
is not
Max.
right.
I don't think you're whitelisted yet. Did you put your name in IGN and stuff? Oh, you
We could
did.
have like a bot that just reads that message and like.
Yeah, but the server needs to restart for the allow this to take place.
Wait, isn't it just a terminal command?
No.
Flash. Oh no, that's for blacklist. Well, let me see if Max's thing is the right channel. It is. I have a linear series parallel shelter box splitter.
Oh,
What is a parallel
I'll
shelter
be
box
right back.
splitter? Is that like a batch unloader?
Bruh. How long am I gonna stream for? I got no idea.
Series slash parallel shelter box splitter. Well, it's parallel, so it's probably not like an accessory.
I have a linear series parallel. Oh, like okay, hold on. Like combinational series parallel, or like series or parallel shulker box splitter.
I'm guessing series or parallel.
Because series parallel, like in terms of combinational, would mean that like you split them in parallel, and then like to different units, and then each unit sorts them serially. Or maybe it's the other way around. You have them serially
Well, but,
cascade
like-
through multiple units that are sorting them in parallel.
Both. Well, it's a delay, so
It's both.
it does both. But in which order?
That's which order? Because that sounds interesting. I mean, either I guess it doesn't really matter either way, but it's still interesting.
Yeah, because it's still gonna take the same time to be sorted.
That's a cool idea. I like that.
Like the dropper line, why is it 1 block taller? Not 2?
Oh yeah, it's whatever. It's the ladder. Okay, so it is serially
Parallel
going
then
to different.
series then parallel.
It is serially splitting between different units that are splitting boxes in parallel. That's kind of sick. I like that.
I mean, you could move the. No, you can't. It would have power. You have to move it a bit, But then if there's the latch below, that would get powered. Probably, yeah. That nerd called it a cyclic splitter.
Oh, that's sick. Actually, that's really cool. I can't imagine why that would be. Why that would be done. What was the case that you needed to have a series parallel splitter? We'll post a screenshot on the Discord. Based. Use Amelix. That would be sick.
Wait, Amelix or BST?
If you don't have if you're not already there, then you can join
Pin.
the Discord. It's the pin comment. Did R2 leave?
Even if for like.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't get a way to power that. Ooh.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Yo,
Yeah, my uncle called me.
Oh, sick.
It's very funny because my uncle, me, and my aunt's mom were all born today.
Yo.
So
Ooh.
there are 3 birthdays in the same day.
That's sweet.
It is
Yeah.
very goofy.
can't
It's
wait for
very
when
silly.
he gets third. I'm gonna make so many renders of FTS. Like,
I can't wait until my PC gets here. So many renders. What PC did you get?
like RTX renders or like full blender.
Fabio was talking about learning Blender when he got a PC.
Metal.
Oh,
Should
cool.
do it.
It is very sick. I
Like-
wish I could do it, but I'm not skilled enough to learn that. None.
Well, the skills comes after you learn.
Nah, but I do not
Nah.
have the ability
It denies.
to do 3D things. I
but
tried many
the ability-
times.
No, but the ability to do 3D things comes after you learn to do 3D things.
Okay, but you see, I do like 2D drawings.
Yeah, but like, could you do TMC before you played Minecraft?
No, but I could problem solve.
Yeah, but everything is problem solving, so is 3D.
Yeah, no, the thing is, it's kind of like doing redstone and then trying to do mesostone, you know? It's kind of like I know one thing.
Mesicon.
This other thing feels very mesocon. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
but it would be
it
so
was
like
redstone.
so like if I could imagine like a person who already knows redstone would initially be like thrown off by messes on, but then he would be better at doing it later on than someone who didn't know about redstone before.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not skilled enough to go past the being weirded out by it. That's where the lack of skill comes in.
I guess.
The lack of skill and not being able to go past that.
I wish I could make this a dot. I wish it didn't have to be a cross right now.
Make what?
The
About-
redstone dust.
Switch to Java. Boom.
Oh,
Boom. Solved.
why don't we have that feature anyways?
Parody.
Yeah.
Parody. It's parody. I use a spreadsheet for the programming.
Would you go about making a list for an encoded hole? List of what? List system of what? Items?
I can't wait. Oh, custom made. Sick. Oh wait, hold on. But you said gets here. Do you mean like individual parts, or do you mean like you custom made it through a company? Posted the screenshot of the pics and vids. Sweet. How would you go about making a list system for an encoded hall? I have an idea, but I don't know if it's good. Do you mean like tracking all the items, or are you talking about mapping the encoder? What are we talking about here? I use a spreadsheet for the programming. That's sick.
Yeah.
It's kind of sick. And we've spotted an Excel user.
Excel user. Excel user spotted. I make all
love
my
it.
spreadsheets in plain text.
I love
Damn.
when like
Yeah.
people use programs for their like purposes that they were not intended for in the first place.
List of restock causes. Honestly, just a text file. Just
Yeah,
so much.
text file is
just-
probably the best way to go.
I said the text file thing as a joke, but it's probably just a text file, the easiest way of doing it. Oh, I mean, you're on the phone. I don't know how the fuck to do things on a phone.
I'm sure there's like a notepad app you can use.
BQ put string on the sea lantern for cube.
Wait, so a list of all.
It's not a cube because it's got the repeaters.
Yeah, but it
Wait.
like it will look more cube.
Put like a
Oh, you mean like a redstone list system, like in game?
List of all the slices.
All slices that need restocking. There are so many ways to do that. That is very hard.
a list of all
Dude.
oh, do you mean like in the game? Like create a compendium? Like a memory of things that need to be stocked?
Like an allow list.
Yeah, that's very
guess-
hard to
I guess
just
just like
say.
Just
Like-
like an ITB, but without the B.
A list of all the
Item
slices that
two.
need restocking.
Item two.
So like okay, like an in-game memory of things that need to be stocked.
Uh,
The way
yeah,
that
you could just make a hardware stack
yeah,
with all
do a
the.
hardware stack. I would personally store this information in hexadecimal because you can do that really easily with a FIFO shift register. So you can stack hexets to get different values and then have that release in whenever it's ready.
Yeah.
The Pride Hall uses this to cache box information.
Yeah.
And so I have 3 hexets stacked on top of one another, and it releases them all at once. It gives me all the different things in terms of stacking the stuff. If you'd like, I can send you a screenshot of what one of the cells that I use, what it looks like.
Yeah, but yeah, for your system, probably a hardware stack is just everything you need. The simplest solution. Because you don't really need any order, so you can just have like a bunch of shift registers and pop the top one, read it, restock it, and done. Wait, but wouldn't it already restock anyways? Like, wouldn't you just need an indicator for what needs to be restocked so the player can input it?
Well, it sounds like what he needs is effectively like a memory buffer. Like, you'll get things that need to be restocked a lot faster than how fast the system can actually restock them. So it needs to remember what it is that ran out in that time.
Yeah.
It'll take to have it continually restock.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It's very hard to just say that without knowing the system. But if you wanna do if you wanna like a simple solution for like binary, you could just do locked comparators and
Yeah, you could do lock comparators.
done.
You can make a like a what would that be? It would still be first in, first out, but
Yeah.
if you did locked repeaters, then it would have a buffer the length of how many items you want to store.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So if you did,
Yeah,
like, 16,
hardware stack is more complicated than buffered
if you
than
did-
locked
if you did
repeaters.
16, if you did 16 long locked repeaters, then you would have to input 16 restock codes before you get the first one you input, which could be not great.
Yeah.
So first in, first
Unless-
out, first in, first out hex data is a lot easier to work with. That might be a better approach. At least assuming that's what you're asking for. I don't really know what it is that you really need.
Yeah, the thing is there are way too many types of memory. Like you have ROM and RAM and like different ways of doing RAM and doing different ways of doing ROM and you know and you I don't fucking know. You could also just like have items on the slices that it drops out and puts in a sugar box or a chest, and then you read those items later. I don't know, that also works. Like it's really hard to tell without knowing what we're actually doing and what these systems actually look like.
Need a list.
Because if you need the
You-
binary codes
you could
specifically,
you could do shulker packets, but that's a lot of infrastructural overhead.
it is.
Because we thought about that. We thought about that for Redacted project, but it's a lot of infrastructure overhead, and it's kind of not really feasible.
I mean, for that is actually quite okay.
Oh yeah, I guess in comparison to what it's doing, it's probably not.
Yeah, in comparison to what it's doing,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it. Like
But for- I
it's
guess-
not that bad.
For whatever Firebee is doing, probably not a great
Yeah,
idea.
For
Because you
yeah,
pretty
for
much.
Firebee,
Because if you're planning on
probably
using it for FTSR, you are quite literally going to double, if not more, the size.
yeah. That the redacted is insane.
The Redacted project is global. It's like a worldwide project.
Yeah,
So
it's a worldwide project indeed. So it's meant to go around thousands of blocks, which makes it very complicated. But either way, no more revealing secrets. But yeah, honestly, you probably are fine having a chest, and then every time a slice runs out, it just drops a item filter kind of thingy. like either the item itself or something that represents the item, and then you just put all those items in a chest, and then do item to binary to get the binary codes. That's probably sounds like something you could easily do in a small space.
Yeah, like effectively,
Yeah.
you could do. Here, we're gonna make it over here. It's really simple. But basically, you'll have like your items cached in some sort of thing. Like these are all the things I need to restock. And you'll send them whenever it's ready down filters here. Right, these are going to be our filters. Filters. And say if, you know, if gold is to, like a gold ingot is, say, like I need to restock gold, then that's going to be this one here, right? And when that triggers, it will have a set binary, like ROM, that says, you know, down here, that I want, I don't know, let's do, oh, we'll read it this way, and it'll be,
I mean, you could just do a normal item to binary.
yeah, it'll be 5. Yeah, I mean, it's effectively an item to binary, except it's driven by filters rather than
Yeah.
pulling from chests. So you can send your item down, and it triggers that and does 5 here.
Yeah.
And then that goes out to the individual register.
Yeah.
You can just kind of keep stacking that, and that can be your restock.
Yeah.
If you do that, it's an Amelix trademark thing. We require $10.
Yeah. If you do that, you need to put the Amelix intro on the video, and then say you're not a member, and then
Yeah.
put the Discord on the description, and say the whole thing was made by Amelix. Okay.
Raw filters would
Yeah,
probably be
thank you.
better. No, I mean, okay, variable filters means that you're going to have variable outputs for your binary numbers. So you got to think about it like that. You want something that's going to be the same code every time if I input the same item. Fuck, I want the Twix, damn it. There we go.
Oh, what? Oh, it's 10:30. I should go to bed.
You got it.
I have like 4 hours of uni and physics exams tomorrow.
Good night.
All right. Good night,
Sleep well.
people.
Good night.
Good night, BQ's chat.
See ya.
Hope you have a great end of your stream. BQ. See ya.
Bye-bye. That's what I'm saying, a queue. So like if you had a hexadecimally driven first in first out register or queue that would store your values in a like a concise kind of way. We're gonna run into the problem of not being able to import structures. So I'm going to actually, you know what? It's a stream. So quit. Do I have the Pride Hall here? I don't think I have the Pride Hall. Yeah, no, it's not here. I don't want to have to hunt that down. Okay. So
There's probably a world download in like a Ruby.
yeah, I
like
think I have a
Amelix,
world
yeah.
download for the Pride Hall. I just really want to take a look at where's the Pride Hall? Spoilers. Go scroll way up. Where I did the register. It's the bulk haul. Quad bulk. I can kind of see it here. Okay. try to copy this. So the cell is like this. Right. Yes. There we go. So obviously we're going to have a memory cell for the hexadecimal input. And then that carries out through there. And then it's a repeater here, which I think is on 2 ticks. Kind of barely see it. Yeah. Yeah, basically. And then there's the backfeed to prevent it from storing items or storing codes if the one before it does not have a code, which is this here. Yeah, and then this here. Boop. And it's basically that tile, because that will feed this, which prevents the last one from powering, stuff like that. So if I tile it, I'll go ahead and show you, /give at s structure block. So that will be offset by 1, not 10 B's. 1. And this will go 0. Like that. Go. 4, 2, nope. 2, and 4 again. Save it as FIFO hex mem. Save. Load. Copy. That's a problem. I'm gonna save. Save. Load. We'll do it over here. Yeah, basically like that. And make some space here. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, that's basically the memory kind of stack. And if I go ahead and put in some sort of value, if I go ahead and put in some sort of value here, say, let me go ahead and set this up real quick. Memory's fun.
No dementia.
No. So let's go ahead and do some values. Right. Let's do 1 first. Right. Why not? It's an easy one to do. Click. Go. Right. Now it propagates down. It escaped because I didn't shut off the first one. So the way that I'll do that is I'll say, I want this to hold the value, please. And when it lets go, I will do it the other way. Like this. So I want it to hold that value, please. That'd be very helpful. Hold that last value. And now if I clear it, then it will help pulse everything out. So let's do our 1 again, right? It's not right. Forgot. Pulses need to be 4 game tick, not 2. Like this. No. Geez. No. There we go.
It's gonna have to be like 2 like
There we go. And we'll just go ahead and clear that. Okay, so right now nothing is holding anything. If I do it like this, then it'll be not, I mean it's 15 because of this. But basically, that's what's going on. And now if I send another code, it'll store in the next cell instead. And that value will be propagated down in steps. So now that will move to here. And that's the kind of hex memory that you'll use. This is 1 hexit. If I want to do 2 hexits, 3 hexits, 4 hexits, I'll just take this and stack it right on top of itself. Again and again and again. And then it gives your output like this. Say that's 4 hexits. Right? So if you want to, I don't know, if you want to like, screenshot that or something, take a picture, that's what it looks like. There you go. So if you want to take a look at that and kind of mess around with that idea of holding cells or memory like that, then you can do that. I think personally, if I'm understanding your problem correctly, that would be the best approach because we're not dealing with items, we're not dealing with anything like that. It's just hex data in, hex data out. Can you send the one you have as a starting point? No world edit on CMP. Structure blocks are annoying to use. That's quite cool, actually. I'll consider that. Actually, it's very small. Yeah, if you want to use that, I have no problems with that. Just, you know.
the $10.
Yeah. But yeah, I think if I'm understanding your problem correctly, then you can do that. If I'm not, please let me know, because I've got no idea what you're asking for. But yes. I'd actually do it like this, because that's technically more correct. Yeah, like that. How did I do that? I guess it was up. Because the I don't know, I'm having a hard time trying to remember what I was doing. Like that. And then here. This. There we go. So that will now preserve signal strength, I guess. So if I go ahead and kind of just clear this temporarily. Nope, dude, dang. There we go. Like that. So now with a 1 in, it'll be a 1. And it's our 1 there. Right? And nothing else, everything else is 0. Let's say I do something more. That's probably like 6 or 5. That's the next one there. So we have 1, and then we have, 5 or 6 or whatever that is. And it's the same thing. If I were to do a much, much larger number, then it preserves memory. So if I go here, that 1 now gets flashed out, and this gets to be the next one in line. There we go. Back to merging. So there's some things that I forgot in the layout, which is kind of unfortunate because this is pretty clean so far. This does not get pulsed when a box comes in, which is critical because it never gets dispensed. But when that comes in, then it's going to pulse the box down and suck right there. I also don't ever power this, which is also a problem. Okay. Oh man, didn't get to say goodbye. So fun stuff. Let's see. I don't know. It's starting to come to the point where I'm having a hard time thinking. I think that's enough creative gameplay for today. I'll go ahead and end the stream here then, since it's no longer CMP gameplay. So, I want to thank everybody for taking a stop by, having a nice conversation about all sorts of other things that are not Minecraft. And go ahead and wish everybody else a good night, or good morning, I guess, depending on where you are. Thank you for taking a stop by. It really means a lot. And hopefully we can start doing this a little bit more regularly. Alrighty. See you guys next time.
See ya.